Nicholas, holy free holies, dude, this is amazing. I love that you got weird with this little guy. This is so funny, man. Like, this is the kind of thing that you rarely ever see in CG because it's like usually want things to be like perfect and you threw him out of focus in this super frontal lit thing. This is so funny and it's so photoreal. I love everything about what you're doing with this little guy. Like, dude, like I love that you got again. I love that you got weird with this. This is so funny. This is exactly what my quarantine brain needed right now. Um, these are absolutely perfect. So I'll go through and I'll give some notes over the individual ones and ways that I think that you can improve it. But I don't want to cloud the overall feeling that I have, which was just holy crap, dude. These are so fun. These are so cool. I'm so excited about them. I first wanted to commend you on your ability to update this model, which was already very cool, and then you took it a step further and you pushed it even further. Um, brilliant job. I am gonna bug you and see if you would be willing, and you can absolutely say no, if you would be willing to donate this model to the asset library so that others can take advantage of the brilliant work that you've done updating this and cleaning it up and not making it quite so heavy because it's just you've done a phenomenal job. Um, in terms of this one, I actually wouldn't change that much, except for maybe just getting a little more bounce light in here. Just a little bit more shaping around the side, just to kind of fill in this cheek area the way that you can kind of see this on her filled in just a little bit. But the values are great. The fact that you're picking up this fuzz is so brilliant. Even on the dark side, you're picking up the kind of the fuzziness from it. I think that's really good too. And I mean, you might want to squeak some rim light around the back here because you can kind of see it picking up some of the highlights of the hair, but super minor. This one's really, really beautiful. The only thing that I would do is just maybe lift this shadow a little bit under the neck. Maybe not. Actually, that's feeling pretty good. Yeah, this one just looks great. This one's a lot of fun. So I'll just keep going. This one is so funny. I would almost want to see this as like a series of them, like just bad snapshot photos of this guy because this feels more real to me than anything else because the thing about photorealism is that it's so imperfect. In reality, like this just looks like yeah, this looks like a party photo, and the only thing I would watch out for is I would go into Photoshop or something, and like these specular highlights that are out of focus are getting pixelated. I would just smooth those out a little bit. That would be all that I would really change about that. This one, I feel like this was the weakest of them. If I was gonna change any of them, like the shadows looking a little blue and not quite as sharp, and it's mostly because we're missing the translucence, the subsurface scattering of a grape, which gives it a little bit more substance and purity. Where this feels like feels a little bit more like this feels pretty two dimensional. This feels even more two dimensional. And you are seeing some shaping on these guys, which I guess you are a little bit here, but I would just, yeah, I think it's just like it's a little bit of comparing two different apples and oranges. But I love that you tried it. This was the least successful of a very successful series. This one cracks me up. The hair looks so good and so integrated and so well done. The one thing I would say is just the scale of this light feels like this is a pretty if like just looking at the reflections in the eyes. Let me go back. I would make this reflection a little bigger and perhaps actually make the light source itself a little bigger. But again, the rim light on the hair looks brilliant. Everything looks really well. Like you're getting these dark values around here, which is working really well. And I got some shaping on these. Yeah, just maybe just some more ambient occlusion on the tips of the feet there to kind of ground them. But other than that, I think you're in a good spot. Maybe you know what, and actually maybe even kind of darken down by the legs to mimic like this darkening down here a little bit more. And yeah, I would do that because like we've got such a focus here on the central part of the face. I would darken the legs down and maybe put a light blocker or something down there. But God, these are so good. So with this one, the only thing I would do is a little bit of post work and just add a little bit of diffusion to it. to kind of match the diffusion level of this one, because there is like a softening, a little bit of a glow happening that we're missing here. But that's pretty much all I would. I'm just like double checking, making sure. And again, maybe a little more grounding of the feet, and then just like a darkening on. Let's see, like a darkening a little bit around the shirt, just to get that a little bit darker. But man, this is so funny. Ugh. Yeah, and then this one's looking great. You're doing a good job getting the rim on the ears here. Maybe a little bit less light on this side of the face, just to really, because it's like it's all about this shape here, and we kind of lose that shape on this one. And then dark, like a little bit less on the hair. God, these are funny. That's it, man. That's all I got. These are great. You're doing a great job. Yeah. All right, keep it up. Hopefully this is helpful, and like I said, just keep going, keep playing. These are great.